For unknown reasons, maybe as a ritual custom, this fish tends to wear the skulls of its deceased ancestors. Downright creepy Darkwood stuff here. It's Cubone. Oh, I need another one of those. Okay. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna die. Do I want to use a consumable here? I don't have many left. The apple thing at the top, I could get another one of these. Alright. And magnet, and then get the helmet. And then I need to make sure I get another one of those apple things as soon as I can. Alright, got the helmet. Actually, looks like it might be a pot. Talk to Greg. Alright. Back to Greg. Like, this music's making me sleepy. Barry, I was getting hit with, like, waves of sleepiness the last 2 nights. It's super peaceful. Just don't go melee combat. I saw a very bit of the game for someone who got raided into, and the melee combat was the most boring thing I've seen in a long time. You're whacking a single person for 3 minutes while the enemy was just taking it and occasionally shooting. Wait, what? Are we talking? Wait, hold on. You talking about, Dune?
Oh, hey, Balin.
Great, you found everything. The helmet could use a little polish, but it will fit perfectly. Thank you for the fish. Please take this as thanks for your help, and when you're ready, we can work on something to make me a bit more battle ready. What? Why? Why can't I just, like, go to the thing?
Hey, Balin.
As all those orc berserkers always say, offense is the best defense, you puny human. So I think I need a proper weapon. There's only one tool I can wield flawlessly. Unfortunately, those muggers, Charles and Bernard, stole it from me a while back. Remember the disastrous fake guard incident? I think they might have dropped it somewhere in the water. It's my trusty trowel. If you could find it, that would be amazing. Oh, I also need some pistol perch to refine my stew recipe. It'll be worth it, not only taste-wise. Mug, have you played any Persona games? I have not, and I honestly don't think they would do well on our channel. Like, even if I have fun, it's... The times that we've played anime-esque games on this channel, they've typically made my audience size go... Not great. And honestly, I'm not, like, passionate about trying Persona. I'd be willing to. But that combined with what I think it would do to the audience, probably not. Alright, we need one of the gun guys. Alright. So he needs a fairy for that. And what is this? So there's the trowel. Minecraft with a boy? I've played Minecraft with a boy. Let's see. Alright, so I need hook, fairy, go. Pistol Perch is the one that looks like an actual gun. Alright, level up, nice. One more of those. Fair enough, however, Dragon Quest XI did well, and it's anime-esque, I might say, unless you mean like Genshin type anime game. Dragon Quest did okay. I don't think there's any game... I'd have to go, hold on, can I pause this? No, I can't. Hold on, let me do this, and we can check the stats. Because my memory might be fuzzy. Crap. Nah. Let me see. Hang on a sec. SullyGnome.com and Mukluk. Let's see. How do I search through all the games I've played? Games. Games. Okay. Alright. Let's see. So... average viewers. What was it? Dragon Quest XI. Dragon Quest XI. How many did we have for that one? Average viewers was 140 on that game, like across all the times that we played it. What was it? Kazan? Was that first or the first? I think it's the first. Hold on. Happy 4th of July. Thank you. You as well. Nope, after that. Let's see. First Berserker Kazan was 180. That did a little better. That did a little bit better. Wasn't DQ11 primarily morning stream game? Morning usually get less because time. It depends on the game. Rogue Trader has been in the mornings, and every day it's been like over 220. It totally depends on the game. Oh, I've got this pulled up at this point. We could check others. Or I can, let's see, I'm disappointed in viewers for Yakuza. Yeah, Yakuza 0 was 160, Yakuza Like a Dragon was 120. Here, I'll give you guys the link. There's my stats. Open book. Okay, so I need to get one more of these pistol thing. As long as you had fun, that's all I'm hoping for. Dragon Quest XI, I would say up until that grind fest at the end, I did have fun. But, you know, again, it's like, even if I'm having fun, if it's a game that's longer than a single day, if the viewership tanks, I can't continue it. Because although I love my job and my job is fun, it is also my job, you know? So if the viewership just goes into the toilet when I'm playing something, no matter how fun I find it, I have to just move on to something else. I did the same mistake again. Dang it. so dark down there. I thought he was done with his attack phase and was going into a defend phase. I was wrong. Muck, does that mindset work in reverse? Lots of viewers playing a game you don't enjoy? No. Because remember when I got burned out on Guild Wars 2? If I only cared about viewers and not my own enjoyment, we'd be playing Guild Wars 2 every single day until I burned out again. However, like, I try to strike a balance, you know? Guild Wars 2 is the ultimate example of game that I enjoy, but I do get burned out on if I play it too much these days. But it is my highest viewership. So if all I wanted was viewership and as much money as possible, I would be playing Guild Wars 2 for as many hours a day as my family let me get away with every day of the week.
Is that my garlic?
My trowel, oh my sweet baby. What did those ruffians do to you? I'm so glad you brought it back, Balin. Quite the unusual story about it, you know. My grandfather gifted it to me after one of his adventures, but that's not important right now. And you brought the fish I need too. Let me reward you properly now that I have my weapon back. At this rate, I'll be a noble knight before we know it. Speaking of noble knights, most of them wield shields, and that's what we need next. With a sturdy shield, I'll most certainly be ready for battle. Hoo-ha! But that selfish bonehead Bodger doesn't want to lend me one of his, so we need another source. When wizards still resided in the magical waste dump, they had guards for protection. That was a long time ago, but perhaps some of their gear remains down there. Maybe you'll find a shield down there. And to put some finishing, nourishing touch on my stew, I also need some unicod. You'll be the hero of all growling stomachs. Alright. Dude, I bet he's not even going to be useful in the final battle. Honestly, it'd be kind of funny if he just solos the final boss and I just sit there cheering. I think you have a really good balance, lots of variety, and able to bring in new people and show them new things. I've seen people find you playing random games that come in and say, I haven't tried Guild Wars 2, I'd say that's a win. Yeah, I'm very happy with where we are as far as a balance. Now, obviously, I'm always striving to do better in whatever ways I think work for me. But yeah, if it was only just, you know, the money or the viewer number, we'd be on Guild Wars 2 every day of the week. If it was, okay, I need a fairy for that. If it was only me having fun, then we would, you know, we might play something else. Wait, what? Oh, I need the drill. Okay, I need to come down here with the fairy and with the drill. All right. Just release that. Whatever you do, don't do Asmon politics. Oh, dude, someone mentioned Pirate Software a few hours ago, and I briefly started discussing that, and everyone was like, no! Well, not everyone, but quite a few loud people were like, no! Just shut up and play the game. Just fish, damn it. It's like, okay. I'm stunned, I can't use any buttons. Alright, one more of those. If it was for the numbers, would you play a higher player base even if it was not your style? Well, again, the highest numbers I can get are Guild Wars 2. As far as, like, you know, would I try other things without a guarantee of the numbers? Yeah, I do that all the time. If you're asking me, like, hey, if you were somehow guaranteed huge numbers for playing a game that you don't enjoy, like, you'll have 1,000 viewers a day if you play Fortnite, I would be like, I'm not gonna do that. Oh god. Alright, so that prevented his stun. Trying to not use up any items. This is gonna be close. Okay. Alright, get his shield. Oh, we needed the drill for that. We might have to drill to it and then get the magnet. I tune in to see Muck suffer clearly, so much suffering. That's one of the reasons you're one of my favorite streamers and why I keep tuning in when I can. Well, I appreciate that. Would you ever consider picking up the Dragon Quest HD 2D remake? Okay, I just played Dragon Quest 11, so I know there's at least 10 others. Where does HD 2D fit in line with 11? Alright, now I need to get the magnet. Would Muck ever play FF7 Remake? Alright. FF7's the one with Cloud. I know a bit about that one just from memes and stuff. And Death Battle. Oh, dang it. I did not mean to grab that. I would be okay with trying it. The biggest thing that keeps me away from trying that these days is the fact that each third of the game is a full price title. So it's like $60 times 3 to play it, and I think the third bit of it isn't even out yet. But in the general hold on a sec. Right there in the ceiling next to me, is that an Among Us? Upside down? I think it's a spyglass. Last day for vision. Yes, Occams. Hello. A third of it might be out, but each game is quite substantial in size. You said it yourself. You should pace yourself with playing games that play the same. Well, yeah, but if I played the first third of Final Fantasy VII and then come back to it 6 months later, I'm not going to remember anything. I won't. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go right. Yakuza is another one of those franchises that require a great deal of time investment. Viewer retention is always going to suck past the first 2 to 3 streams. Yeah, and yet the story was amazing. Balin, thank you. Once again, I'm deeply indebted to you. The shield looks durable enough and the fish will be delicious. Here's a little reward to kick things off. Now let's go tell Bodger about the awesome battle gear we managed to scrape together without his oh-so-helpful assistance, of course.
Hey, Balin.
Balin, lad, I heard you made sure Greg won't die in 2 seconds. He really wants to help, eh? Count me on 2. Morning! Tell you what, I finally cracked the code to my grandfather's hammer, this time for real. If you help me one last time, I'll grant you the ultimate support, pal. With me by your side, you'll forget that wimpy little Greg in no time. My grandfather's hammer is in that damn well for sure, but this will be the last time. Never again. That's a Bodger guarantee. I wonder if he'll somehow weaponize the hammer teleporting 20 feet to the... What?! It's got a huge health bar. Cheese. So the thing was a mimic and it kept running away from him?
Hey, Balin.
Haha, there it is again. All thanks to you, my friend. How many times have you brought it back now? Doesn't matter. It taught me something. You inspire me, man. If some humble little fisherman could fight evil, well then so can I. That's right, I, the one and only Bodger, will help you thrash that Dark Lord Weenie. I figured out the best strategy to never lose my hammer again is... giving it to you. You heard right, mate. Just let me make some adjustments and it's yours. Sounds crazy, I know, but this will work. I can feel it. I can't follow you to battle, as I must stay at the smithy and equip the others, so it's the best I can do. Promise me you'll take good care of it, will you? And use it to bash some stinky fish lord heads. I now have a hammer on the end of my fishing pole. Or wait, is the hammer the fishing pole? It's a fishing pole hammer. The heirloom. All spell strength 0, plus 9 strength, scale breaker plus 100%. I don't know if I want this. This is clearly an invaluable tool handed down through generations. Don't you lose it. Because this one was all spell strength 35%. This one is just only scale breaker plus 100%, but yeah, I lose the 35% to everything else. I mean, I could try it, I guess. This is it, Balin. Now Ysaldin will see what you're made of with my invaluable magic assistance, of course, otherwise you'll fail dramatically. Hoo-ha! I must admit, I had my doubts about your role as the auspicious protege of the Fates, but you've proved yourself more than capable. It's almost enough to make me rethink how I interact with the inhabitants of this poxy little crap hole. Almost. Don't listen to his skepticism, Balin. We believe in you wholeheartedly, always did. You made it this far, and I just know you'll conquer this evil lord as well. Garlic Boy is right. Yes, yes. Destroy this damn octopus and free the Murgles. This one will tell them the legend of the human hero. Yes, yes. You'll smash it. I can feel it in my bones. This musty squid has no chance against our hero Balin. Go bash some underworld critters for me, will ya? I don't know what that means. Take care of yourself, okay? Although I know that with those strong arms of yours, you'll finish this thing. You surely won't leave us alone with the evil fish wizard, will you? Make it back in one piece and you'll get an almost fresh banana on the house. You don't have to prove to us that you're a hero, Balin. We already know that. Only Ysaldin doubts your abilities, and he's gonna get the shock of his life. We believe in you. Please, Balin, free us from the Dark Lord. Only you can deliver us from evil. Cry, not wave. Even my most epic quest for the strongest adventurers can't compete with your noble endeavor, dear Balin. I am proud to have you as a citizen of my beloved village. You will save us all, I know it. I would be eager to help you out with my new shiny axe, but these trees ain't gonna chop themselves down, right? Just cut that giant octopus down like a stately oak. Hoo-ha! I also would like to follow you into- Dude, guard, I forgot you were here. You've not done anything the whole game. I would also like to follow you to battle and save the peace of the kingdom. Unfortunately, I can't. You know, it was an adventurer like you, but then I took an... Now, with all those hollow sentimentalities out of the way, are you ready to destroy this overconfident shrimp? Let's go kick some Dark Lord butt. He who must not remain is the name of this quest. Defeat Ysaldin with pleasure. I'm gonna get one more apple for my trouble, though. You know, I'm actually curious about something. If I immediately go back up there, is the apple already respawned, or does it take longer? Nope, it's not there. Okay. So soon. Well, there's probably another 5 hours of side stuff, but I'm done. I'm done with the side stuff. We're just gonna go throw a magnet at the Dark Lord. Were there more town upgrades available? Yes. Also, to add, DQ11 is like the modern introductory game. Then if you wanted to follow the Erdrick saga, then you pick up 3 and then 1 and it concludes with 2. What the hell? 312. 312? Okay. What's after this? What do you mean what's after this? After this is me fight a big fish. This is kind of like when you ask, like, a comic book nerd in America, like, yo, I want to read Spider-Man. Where should I start? And they're like, oh, well, first you want to start with Spider-Man Origins, and then move to Spider-Man Unlimited, and then go to Spider-Man 2, not 3, that's a common misconception. Then go to Spider-Man The Beginning, then Spider-Man The Spider-Wars, and then you want to go to Spider-Man The Spider-Verse, and then you ask someone who reads, like, One Piece, you're like, yo, where do I start? And they're like, issue number 1, my guy. Oh, that's right. I can avoid or I can ignore the currents now. Fool! The currents of my dungeon are too strong. You will never find a way to bypass them. Har har har. Har har har, you really dare to challenge me now? In my own home? The center of my power? This will be your hardest lesson yet, fisherman. I can't hear you, dude. I'm like a mile up on the surface. You're nothing but a brainless piece of code, pretending to be a hero. Fighting a Dark Lord may be a bit too much for you, don't you think?